It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He was unstoppable a week ago, a mountain of yards and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Eagles next on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback, but last year he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players, thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. You talk about this Rams defense. They interplay ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, Aaron Siposs on to punt for Philadelphia. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken 1st overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Big 20.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And the Rams at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Still fighting for more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Byron Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They'll look to set up his blockers. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Rams to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Back deep, Greg Ward. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. L.A. set to take over again on offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This 2nd and 4. To the air again, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Stafford. Buying time to his left. Caught left side Hopkins. And he will have a 1st down as they're in the field goal range now at the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. They'll throw now on the final play. A quick throw there is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And now Stafford's going to move him around. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Here's Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On the return is Ward. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. His short throw caught by Goddard, pushing his way through. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Stafford to his #1 guy come for a Los Angeles first. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
Well, Bart, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The quick slant caught. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
50-50.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Hurts on the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one complete downfield to come. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Again, it's Stafford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They snap it to Stafford, being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Stafford now to throw. The quick slant caught. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
3rd down and goal coming up here. Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now down 17-14, 57 seconds to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This to Arnold on the short pass. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. They'll change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And it's what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Hey, 22!
Now a first throw here in overtime. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I'll tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken at the 23. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
To throw is Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of you guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Second and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I've given him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Ward to return. 35 yards that time on the punt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skill.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away a little bit cranky on this one.